Chop game. Market makers playing that chop game. Traders getting wrecked, don't trade it the same. Long it, pull back, short it, moon quick. Market makers in the back, left. Confirm, breakout. No, now it's reversing. Market makers bait the highs and slice the lows. Paint the picture, then it folds. Fake bull flags, fake bear traps, jumping in late. That bag collapsed. Whipsaw move, straight disrespectful. No trend, just chop. Feeling regretful. Market makers see it stop like X-ray vision. Liquidity hunting, that's their mission. Retail trying to snipe the top. Market makers cooking, it's getting hot. Revenge trading will break your soul. Fear, greed, envy, you lose control. Jealousy, anger, revenge gets fed. You revenge trade, now in the red.
Don't feel like you have to be in a trade. Don't give up, I know it's hard. Royal flush soon, like playing cards. Markets change, can't trade it the same. Long the uptrend, short the flare.
It's that range game, fake out chains. Market makers profit, traders feel the pain. Candle art ain't what it seems. Chop is a weapon, killing dreams. Chasing that breakout too late, my friend. Market makers denying the sin. Retail trap, caught in that zone. That traders be holding bags, asking for a loan. FOMO hits, traders load that size. Price retraces, no allergies, but watery eyes. Market makers sell the dream by the dip, then the dip keeps dipping. It's a sucker script, adapt to die. That's the motto, no edge in chop, just highs then hollow. Top down scan, zoom out the view. Avoid the noise, wait for the cue.
Don't give up, I know it's hard. Royal flush soon, like playing cards. Markets change, can't trade it the same. Long the uptrend, short the flare.
Feeling fear, feeling greed, angry, mad, want that speed, fast, jealous, why? Trade the flex, revenge got you wrecked, now you second guess.
You gotta breathe and follow the plan. You'll win again if you understand. Don't give up, hold your ground. Set alerts for the trend, wait for the sound.
Whipsaw move, straight disrespectful, no trend, just chop. Feeling regretful, market makers see you stop like X-ray vision. Liquidity hunting, that's their mission. Catch the move, not the hype parade. Stay in the game, that's how legends are made. Market makers playing that chop game. Set a stop loss on every trade. Trade with the trend. Or get trapped again. Chop game. Market makers playing that chop game. Traders getting wrecked, don't trade it the same. Long it, pull back, short it, moon quick. Market makers in the back, left. Confirm, breakout. No, now it's reversing. Market makers bait the highs.
That's right, guys. Market makers, they be doing what they be doing. Oh my gosh. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. Bingo, bango, bingo, and a bango. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is your time. It's always time to make this money. So let's do it, guys. Let's make this money. My name is Joe, also known as Trade Intuition, where we show you how to successfully trade without all the complicated terms or pattern memorization. We make trading not as difficult as most people make it. There's none of this, abbreviations, acronyms. In my opinion, it's just too much to remember. If you just simplify everything, well, trading becomes a little bit easier. Not easy, but just a little bit easier to where it's not difficult or as difficult as people make it. All right, so let's go ahead and get started, guys. Thank you so much for being here. I have a lot of notes Been watching a lot of videos. Some of these videos are really, really good. I do recommend, of course, whenever you watch anybody's video, whether it's mine or anybody else's, take notes. Take notes. It's really going to help you out. It's going to either solidify your thought process, or maybe they're seeing something you're not. So I do have my notebook here. If you have any coins you want me to do, let me know. We will get those for you. In addition to that, if you have any questions, man, I love questions. If you have any questions, let me know as well. Let's get started. So right now in the crypto bubbles on the daily, Aster, no idea what that is. Not a one. Let me fix my camera. There we go. I have no idea what it is, but if you want to look at it, let me know. This is on the daily, up 110%. OMG. We have cake up double digits. I love me some cake. My X is down 13.5%. So this one is just absolutely killing it. One of my admins did this one, and man, they're just killing it. They're going a little high in leverage though. 20x. I'd recommend 2x, but again, depends on your risk tolerance. Depends on the amount of potential additional entries, just in case it goes against you. But they're just killing it. They've been killing it. They've been doing this one for 4 or 5 days, maybe, give or take. Let's see here. For the hourly, we got some coins going up, and of course some coming down. Again, if you want any of these coins, let me know. Does this mean Bitcoin is potentially going up? We're going to find out in just a second. In addition to that, we're going to see if Bitcoin is going to hold the key support. That's what I'm looking at. I don't think it will, but let's see. This is the liquidation heat map. This is on the 24-hour. Just to confirm, we have 24 hours. We have Bitcoin right in the middle. So we have some really nice liquidations, 25.29 million, sitting at 116,562. And then some more down here, 21.64 million. Joe, move your head. At 114,711. Now, let's go to the 12-hour time frame. And on here, same thing, nice liquidity to the top, to the bottom. We're right in the middle. I don't know if it's going to go up or down. All I know is that it's impossible for price to come up here without breaking the highs. It's impossible. Price cannot come down here unless it breaks the lows. So let's go ahead and check this out. Anything else I want to see? Chew, we went over this one several times. It was up here. If it broke below this, we don't want to be in it. And this is the reason why. It literally rugged. USD, UC, this one we keep on looking at. Here, we did not want to enter unless, we were thinking it may come up to come down and then maybe come up, but we don't want to enter the break of this high. Why? Because we have a high right here. This would have been a safer entry. This is what could have happened. And sure enough, we did go up to come down, to kind of go up, to kind of come down. So now in order to, enter this trade, if you're looking at it, what we're going to do, make sure the magnet tool is on, come over here to this, go to the horizontal array. We do not want to even look at this coin unless it crosses on the 4-hour time frame. The candle must close above 0.03471. If the 4-hour does not close above it, we're not getting in because, well, there's a really high chance that it'll continue coming down. So here is the 4-hour candle. Must close above this. If you want, if you're able to set an alert somewhere up here, 0.03657. Then after the alert goes off, check to see if you have candle closes. If the candle is closed above the level we mentioned, 0.03471, good time to enter. None of this is financial advice. This is for entertainment purposes only. And if you're entertained, put a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat, guys. All right. Anything else that I want to show here? I don't think so. Oh, if you are not a Patreon member, this is free. There's a paid portion and a free portion. I did a video yesterday, and this was basically just Bitcoin update plus the market. Kind of a quick video, under 3 minutes. It's barely over 2 minutes. It gives you a real quick update on this. This is something that I always do for my VIP members, where I give them periodic updates on Bitcoin, the market, how I think the market may change or potentially continue the thought process that we're doing. In addition to that, update the coins that were in active trades, some inactive trades that we're looking at. And sometimes I put that in the free portion of the Patreon. So if you're not a member, links in the description. It's to my link tree. From there, you can go to all my sites. And then in addition to that, we also have the Discord, which Discord right now is free. And I think it'll remain free. The only paid portion I have is the VIP in the Telegram group. The reason I have a Discord, so many traders out there, I don't like Telegram. I don't know why. I don't think they know about Telegram or what it can do. So to kind of satisfy those traders, I do have Discord. And I might open up Telegram for free in a section, but we'll see. Let's see here. We got John 316 in the house. What's up, my friend? What is going on? Flea Virus in the house. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you being here. We got Fartcoin as the first one. I love it. Let's do some Fartcoin. I'm actually looking at Fartcoin, but to me, it's not ready. Not the last time I saw it, which was yesterday, but we can check it out. Definitely. We got Cliff. What's up, Cliff? Appreciate you, man. Putting the ones in the chat. I love it. Low Casper says, do you remember my prediction yesterday that Bitcoin is going to 114.8? Bitcoin Hyper. Let's see here. What else did it say? A YouTuber with 127K subs predicted Bitcoin going to 114.8 9 hours ago. Holy moly. I guess I'm doing something right. Hey, there you go. A Dutchie in the house. I only remember you saying you don't have a clue when it comes to trading. True. So my advice, whenever you are doing your own predictions, whether it's with the trend lines, whether it's with the path tool, whether it's just drawing, and it happens to go your way, and the next time you do it, it happens to go your way, and the next time you do it, it's like, oh man, the last 20 times is doing exactly what I thought. Don't let your head get inflated, because you will literally become a bobblehead and you won't be able to get out the door, out the office, into your car. You won't be able to do that because your head will be so big. And then you get a little bit where you start going, let me go a little heavier. Let me go with more leverage. Let me put more money in. And that's when you get liquidated, because right when you think, oh, it should do X, Y, and Z, it does, ABC. So to give you a heads up. Let's see here. Low Council says, not financial advice, but I would wait 1 to 2 weeks before buying Bitcoin. And I agree on that. So here's the thing too. People who are investing, I would not invest anymore in Bitcoin. I really wouldn't. This is if you already have money in the game. I would only put money into Bitcoin for trades. But as far as investing, that time's already done. And it's okay if you're late. It's okay, because what we can do is for that investing a year after the year after the all-time high and the daily candle closes above the 200 SMA, then we can start dollar cost averaging. So all that money you would have been investing, now you can start doing it a year after the all-time high, and now you're good. All right. Let's see here. If I'm right, it's 50-50 right now. It could go to 100K or 130 in the end of October, beginning of November. Possible. Dutchie says, Bitcoin Hyper. I follow him about 5 years ago. He has been wrong too many times. I unsubscribed. Yeah, I haven't heard of him. I might check him out. Let's see here. So let's look at Bitcoin. This is Bitcoin on the 4-hour time frame. We're looking at Bitcoin. We did an update. I don't remember if this was on YouTube or if this was on one of my many updates on Bitcoin. Whenever I do update, this is probably on yesterday's YouTube. We were here. I'm thinking we may come down a little bit more, come up, and then potentially break the support. Now, the support that I'm really looking at is not only this trend line, which in my opinion is very strong. This is from the first cycle to the second cycle, the wick to the wicks, candle bodies to candle bodies, and it created this zone. So this is a bullish zone. However, I'm not bullish unless we break above this level. And the level that I would need to break is right around here, 117.6 to about 117.3. And for us to maintain above it, this is just so this price action above the trend line, step one for the bullishness. Step two is the most recent resistance. We need to go above this. And then of course, step three, if we go to a weekly, we can kind of see this much easier. We can see that this was very strong resistance. Oh my gosh, super strong. So this would be our step three. Now I'm bullish. Let's go moon mission. Hope your bags are packed. Hope you packed a snack too, because hopefully it'll be a nice ride. And of course, if we only go up 8%, which would be the top, we're looking at 125. I think we'll do more than that, but who knows? You know, my estimate is 133 for the all-time high, but it could go higher. So if it did go 21% from where we looked at it last time, we're looking at 140. Now, there are a lot of people saying that we could go to 200, 250 by the end of the year. For me, I'm just taking it level by level until it starts breaking the lows on the daily. I'll remain bullish, but until then, no. But right now, we haven't even become bullish, in my opinion, for me personally. And of course, I'm letting my group know this all the time. There's a lot of people out there right now that are very bullish. I'm not. We're under resistance. We're doing lower highs, which is expected. So what we could do potentially here, roll over to about this level, which would be perfect, bouncing right around, I'd say about 113.4 to 112.5. Get a nice bounce in here, and then hopefully start breaking up to where now we can attack this high and then continue on. So this right here is literally the stuff that I show you in reference to the fib retracement. Now I have a video. Let me show this really quick. Where are we at? Here. So I do have a video. Let's go over here, and I want everybody to watch this video. Now, of course, if you watch the video, make sure to smash the like, as always. Leave several comments. But here, fib trading secrets. Only 34 people have seen this. That's embarrassing. OMG. Very embarrassing. I guarantee it, though. If you watch this video, you will know my secret. You will know my secret. You don't have to join my group to learn this. I give you everything for free. And then, of course, if you want to join my group for the updates, well, then trade_intuition on Telegram. And if you want to listen to Mr. Dutchy's song, well, then here you go. A special song dedicated to Mr. Dutch himself, where he is the chick magnet because he knows how to cook. So definitely check out that video and let me know what you think. And this is the video that I recommend everybody watch. This tells you about the bull market all-time high and also the bear market low that I'm kind of predicting right now. But again, nobody knows. Nobody knows. So let's go and get started, guys. Let's look at this. Let's go to the 4-hour time frame. Let's see here. If I had $1,000 in the bank account, I would start day trading. Day trading is more for excitement. For me, the smartest people are the investors. You buy a coin, kind of like what you're doing with Caspa. You buy a coin, and if it goes down 20, 30%, and you believe in the coin, then you just buy more. Same thing with gold, silver, Link. You know, matter of fact, Link is one of the coins that I have in our kind of longer term portfolio, which is really not long term because it's only like 2 months till November. You know, we're going to start selling off. Right now we are in Link, and the group's doing really nice with no leverage, about 25% from where we posted it. And again, this one had no stop loss. So there's the difference. And I actually did a really good post, in my opinion, in the VIP group where I talk about investing. And matter of fact, let me bring this up really quick. Now, excuse me, of course, I don't show everything that I do in the VIP group because that would not be fair. But I do show a lot of it because I want everybody to make money. I want to make money with you, not because of you. I truly do. So I share a lot of this stuff. So I want to share this. Let's see here. So let's go and do this right here. Let me go ahead and copy this. And let's put this up here. And this, I just want to show this to you really quick. So I did this on one of my posts. So, so I was talking about ETFs, and I did where I listed some of the coins that we're in currently, and one of them happens to be a possible ETF one with the market cap and what it is. So that was above this little part. Then I also put some additional possible ETF coins: Solana, Litecoin, XRP, Doge, HBAR. Now here's the interesting part. Here's the key to accumulating coins. No stop loss. Now you have to be very committed to these coins, because these coins could go to zero. They really could. So if you really like Link or Cake or Jasmine or APT or Pengu or whatever it is, you have to be committed to these coins. Now, if the price drops, we're looking for, put an additional entry, about 25% from your entry. If it drops 35%, add to it. If it drops 55% from your entry, add to it. Now, the breakdown of market cap, and this is one thing that I stress a lot in my group. I cannot tell you how much I stress this. And I also stress this in the YouTube videos and also here on the live streams. Again, this to me is extremely important, because if you don't know about the market cap, you may freak out if your coin, let's just say it's a small market cap, 450 million, and it retraces 30, you add. Then 40, you add. Then 50, you're like, oh man, I don't know about this. Then 60% it retraces, and you're like, no, I'm gonna get out. And you lose all that money when, if you know about this, over 1 billion for the market cap, it could pull back about 25-35%. If it's a billion to 600 million, it may pull back about 35 to 45%. If it's under 600 million, it could pull back about 55 to 75%. This right here is extremely important. Now, of course, just note the max amount is always subject to change. This is information I put in my VIP. If you're interested in that, reach out to me, trade_intuition. Like, you get access to this plus a bunch of the videos that I do. All right, moving on. So looking at this, if we pull back, if we break, so why am I talking about all this? Because I don't want you guys losing money. Let's just say we break this level, 114,842. Let's say we break the level, then we continue down here, and let's say we don't even go up, we continue going lower. Because we're going lower, it's more than likely Bitcoin will pull back all these alts. If the pullback happens, then more than likely, depending on the market cap, just depends on where you can add to your trade. Right now, and I've been stressing this for a while now, this month, in my opinion, is the absolute best month to, if you haven't already, to start accumulating. But Joe, you just said it could go down 35, 45%. Yes, definitely. But we don't know. It could take off from here, and we never see these prices again. This is why it's safer to enter. Again, if you know how to trade, you can get a better entry. But you enter, and then you have a lower bid or lower entry, about 35% or wherever, depending on your market cap. And then if it goes there, great. That's a good thing, because now you just lowered your average entry cost. And then if it goes even lower, because Bitcoin is maybe coming all the way down here to about 101, 102, well, then that's a really good chance for you to continue to DCA, because guess what's going to happen? We have September that we're in. Then we have October. October, you can still more than likely be dollar cost averaging. And then in October, potentially, we might start seeing higher highs, higher lows, which will lead into November. And there's a lot of stuff that's going on in November, a lot of stuff that could potentially increase the market. So we have, of course, additional rate cuts. We have a bunch of ETFs that may have already been approved or going to be approved. We have a lot of stuff with the government to where, and it's so funny too, that their deadline is November. So that's going to, in my opinion, propel not only the stock market, but also the crypto market. So if you're already positioned now, coming these next couple of weeks, maybe October, if you're already positioned, when it moves up another 25, 35% from wherever it's at, you're already in the coin. So that's my thought process. Let's see here. Can you do XRP? Steph is crypto says XRP will pump. I believe so. I believe XRP will pump. And especially with the ETF talks, the XRP army, everything else. So yeah, we'll do XRP as well. Any other coins, guys? If not, this will be a very fast show. And if it is, it's quite okay. Cliff says, can you check out Toshi? Yes, definitely, man. Definitely. Toshi, this is for Cliff. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. I see we got War Paint. Thank you, War Paint. All right, so let's go ahead and get started, guys. So for Bitcoin, my thought process, more than likely come down. Doesn't look strong right now. We had the opportunity to bounce here and come up. We barely came up. Granted, this is the weekend, lower volatility, lower volume. What does that mean? There's not a lot of people trading right now. Right now, people are fishing, picnics, family outings. They're not trading. Now, if this would have gone up a little bit more, then I would have said, okay, well, now we have a pretty good chance that we might get support on this trend line. But because we barely went up and it looks like it's rolling over, it's like an 80%. And again, I'm just throwing these numbers out of the air. 80% chance that we're going to come down and break this and then possibly do this number. And then now we wait. We wait and see, what are we going to do? So that's where we're at. All right. Now, if you don't have to be in a trade, I would not recommend being in a trade. Can you make money right now? Sure, of course. Now, I'm not talking investments. I'm talking trades. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at Fartcoin, XRP, and Toshi, all 4 trade setups. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's see here. What was Pepe? Pepe was on YouTube. Okay. So here, we did not want to enter here. Now, we did get a lower entry. So when we were looking at it, we were looking at it way over here. And after it had pumped, so this was just a thought process. If it comes down to the 0.5618, we don't want it because it could do this for a long period of time before potentially going up. We're thinking it could go up, down, then break the level. Here it did go up, down, and just moon mission. When they move this much, I don't like getting into them because, well, there's a really high chance they're going to come down. The price was here because I can see that from this and also this. The price was here when we saw it, either here or here. And I'm not gonna get it. I'll just wait. I'll wait. We'll put a lower entry down here. Sure enough, the lower entry did hit and then possibly again hit. And now, yesterday, I believe we looked at this. We don't want to enter this coin because if you didn't already enter, we want to see it break a high. That's what we want to see right now. All right. So that is that. Let's look at Fartcoin. Fartcoin. And I appreciate everybody being here. You guys are the absolute best. Fartcoin took a dump. So here, this was an aggressive entry. So my yellow circles are aggressive entries for anybody who's new. My white circles are safer entries. I personally like entering after a break of a newly created high or a pivot. And the reason for that is because it's showing strength. That's what I like to do. I don't like buying like the breakout. I buy the breakout after a retest. So, and that's what this was. Here we went up, we came down. This is a retest, pulling back, came up, broke this. And then not only that, but when we saw it, it was potentially retesting. And so that with that, here we have a lower entry, only 5% lower. Price did go up, then it came down. And this right here is beautiful for a retrace from here to here, about 50%. It actually went into the golden pocket, maybe a little bit lower. And then it started going up. It started doing this number. Now all these are drawn way over here. I don't go back and move them so it can look like I know what. No, this is what it is. So right now that it came down way down here, in order for this to show strength, it needed to bounce right here, which would have been about 50% of this move, right around here. But it completely continued coming down. And would I enter a long now? No, I would look more for a short than a long. And once again, the reasoning is because I don't want to enter along here with the thought of it potentially maybe doing something like this. Boop, come down. This is when we would enter a short. This is aggressive, so let me put it in yellow. This will be aggressive. A safer entry on the short would be once it breaks this level. And the reason is because, well, it could reverse at any time. This could have been a pullback. But for me, this right now is not looking bullish. And I was actually looking at this coin past couple of days, really. And right now, not looking good. In order for us to enter this, we need to start breaking highs. Now, if we do something like this, let me draw it with the path tool so it's different. If we do something like this, where we come up, then we come down, then we come up, because it broke this, and let's do this in 2, and let's do it in 3. Now you may say, well, Joe, it broke this pivot. I'm not, to me, this is too dangerous. And let me go ahead and do it like this. This would be a yellow, because this is too dangerous for me. Why is this too dangerous? Because we had this really massive drop, and the opportunity to go and find support was here. To show strength was here, about 50% of this move. But because it went so much, and now it's coming up to come down, and yes, we did break this level. This is kind of like catching the bottom. It's very dangerous because it could easily roll over, and it could just do this. Boop. So be very careful with this. For this one, I would wait. If you are more of a aggressive trader, sure, you could enter now. But for me, I'd have to wait. What's the percentage? That's a good thing. What's the percentage? From here to here? About 10%. Okay. So what you could do, 5x leverage, 7x leverage, maybe even 10, about 5 or 7x leverage. Have your stop loss really tight. If you did this for an aggressive entry, your stop loss would be 0.7412. And then your first target would be, let's say about right here. It's about 3 to 1. Okay. And this is only for aggressive entries. I'm not sure what that was for. Let's see this one right here. This is only for an aggressive entry. I should have aggressive entry in here. And let's see, the target is 0.8433. Now this is for aggressive entry. So I gotta write that out. Aggressive entry. Because normally I would not recommend this. So that's it. We got Crypto Change Me in the house. What's up, my friend? What is going on? Appreciate you. I see Crypto scroll to the top on the chat. What do you think? Crypto Squirrel. Are you telling me to go to the very top? There's nothing here. I don't know what you're talking about. I need complete sentences and thoughts. Went to the top. What do you think? I don't know what you're talking about. Ask me the question again. Don't ask me to go look for the question. Just ask the question or the statement. But so that was Farcoin for low Caspa. Next, let's do XRP. Is XRP going to go to the moon? In my opinion, I do believe XRP will have another really nice run. I'm really hoping that we go to $5 and potentially $7. $10 I think is out of the reach. But especially if we get the ETFs and just more hype on XRP, I see $5 really easy. XRP. Could I be completely wrong? Sure. So right now, okay, you're talking to Crypto Change Me? Okay, yeah. So that you would need to talk. So you would need to address him. So next time, just say at Crypto Change Me, scroll to the top of the chat. What do you think? Because if not, I read it. You know what I mean? All right. So XRP is potentially losing this level. When the price was way up here, I was thinking that we're going to come down here to potentially go up. But we need to break out of this zone. So sure enough, price was here, price came down. So whenever I'm doing this thought process of what I think might happen, if you want, you can do shorts until it bounces. Where would we have done it? We could have done a short here. and then it comes down, it starts coming up, broke this level, then it came down, showing that this level is very strong. I would have to move my stop loss just above it, maybe above these wicks. And then sure enough, it comes down here, it's showing strength. Here's our pivot point. Is it going to attack this or attack this? It attacks the top, comes up, we get stopped out, continues going up. Okay, I'm expecting it to get rejected here, or potentially, that's what I'm showing right here, for it to come down to about here now because of this nice extension leg, for it to bounce here to come up. However, it breaks below it, and now not even doing, you know, a bounce here 50%, it's showing no strength right now on this leg. Attacks this, goes a little lower, not looking strong. If anything, you could say, you know, of course, lower high. You could, there's so many different names for this stuff. But what I would do is I would actually be looking for a short on this one. So this is, let's see here, let's do this in white. So this is my level. I like doing the candle bodies, 4-hour time frame. We're breaking below it. It's got this little zone that it could bounce. So let's go from here to about here. Send this over a little bit, change this a little bit. So right now in this zone. So this right here is a bounce zone. So let's go ahead and identify it for what it is. It's a bounce zone for a potential bounce. Now, if we break below this zone, 2.9785, 2.9451, there's a really strong chance that we could, let's just say it breaks below, we could come and attack this, to attack this, and then maybe because we have a nice zone here, this is a bunch of just candle bodies showing support resistance. Once we come over here, we may do this. And then let's go and put this in white. And that's what I'm thinking here. So would I long right now? Again, very aggressive. It does not look strong. I would actually wait to see if we break. If we break below, and we can say the 4-hour candle close. You know, that way I give you more direction. So we're looking for the 4-hour. Whether it's, oh man, see, even if it breaks up here, I'd probably need like 2 breaks because this is really low. This could still roll over. So we'd have to break that. So that's what that means. Let's see here. But if it does break below this zone, there's a really strong chance it's going to come down here, 2.8901. I'm sorry, 2.8909, and then 2.8153. That's what I think. Right now, I'm not looking strong. I'd have to wait for at least it breaking this high and then breaking another high before I could think about entering this one. All right, let me catch up on the chat, guys. Let me catch up on the chat. So here, going down the list. Locaspa says, I see XRP drop to 2.7 before anything. 2.7, okay. 2.7, 2.7 right around here, okay. Possible. The only thing I have, Locaspa, I see that you're doing like a lot of predictions. Just be very careful. Be very careful. Just, I'm not sure if you're watching people or if it's just, you know, your own intuition, but just be very careful because anything can happen. Anything. Like it could be going in your direction. Let's just say it starts doing this number and it's going and it's looking really weak and you're like, oh man, like I'm nailing it. And then it reverses on you, but you're like, no, there's a really high chance, you know, it's going to come down here. And then it just starts continue going up and you're like, oh man, I should have taken profit or I should have moved my stop loss tight. So just be careful. Just be careful. Let's see here. But I did notice that you're doing a lot of those. And the worrisome part, because I do worry about you guys, is if you start becoming right and becoming right a lot, then you will put more money in, higher leverage, and you're going to get wrecked. But trust me, I've been there. I thought I was like the master, the chart whisperer, the candle whisperer. So here, See here, holiday at the moment. I haven't been active on the charts. Oh, you're on holiday. Awesome, man. Awesome. Okay. Kurt Cheney says, I don't like predictions, bro. Yeah, same here. And the only reason I don't like them is because you're either right or you're wrong. And if you're wrong, well, we really don't talk about it. But if you're right, man, we keep on talking about it until the next right one happens. And then what it could do is it could create a false sense of accuracy, I'm guessing. And so the whole thing is mindset. That's the whole thing. And I believe in that. You know, words, they do mean something. Where if I say, oh, if it breaks this level, we're going here and we're going here. Notice I don't say that. Notice I say, if we break here, we have a really strong chance of going here. And notice those words, really strong chance versus if we break this, we're going here. We're taking this liquidity. Be very careful. I'm very big on the verbiage that I use. All right, moving on. It's 100% my own prediction. There you go. Yeah, and then when I do these are not predictions. These are what I think how it might go, but I don't know. And I always say that too, because before this is how it's going. Like it's going this way. And I would even do kind of like a poll this was on my other channel. I do a poll, say, all right, guys, you know, who do you think is going to go up here to A? And I would actually do a box. I would do a box, and it would be a tight box too. Do you think it's coming up to A, or do you think it's going to B? And the price could be right here. And like a lot of people, oh, it's going to go to B. I said, no, it's going to go to A. Watch. Oh man, I was so confident, cocky. It was ridiculous. And sure enough, at the end of the show, it would hit this, like, shoot, man, 9 times out of 10. And then when it wouldn't, later on in the day, it would, and I'd make an updated video on how I was right. I'm kind of embarrassed by that, but I have to tell y'all, because in case there's going to be a time, especially next month, where everybody's going to be a genius. We're going to go into genius phase again. Y'all remember that, guys? The genius phase? If you don't, go to my live streams and we can see this, where we had the genius phase, where look, this is all just not good. But before that, we had the genius phase. And then we had some more. Here we go. Genius phase. Everybody, 2 months ago. Genius phase. So genius phase. Genius phase. Everybody's a genius. Everybody's a genius. Because, you know, that's how they trick people. Oh, look at this, guys. I called this 8 months ago. And we're up 90%. Yeah, dude, it was 8 months ago. Oh, look at this one. We called this one 3 months ago. Yeah, it was 3 months. Really? Oh, look at this one. I had 5 of my calls go 80%, and my admins did, 13 calls, and it's like, dude, how many calls are you putting out there? Like, you're wrecking your members, but they don't talk about that stuff. I do. All right. So that was XRP for Lil Caspa. For this one, not looking strong. I'd have to wait. In order for me to go long, it has to break at least this pivot, create another pivot, and break that one. So yeah. For this one, for it to go short, we need to break out of this zone. We really do. But yeah, the genius phase is real. The genius phase is real. You're going to see all these YouTubers, and what they're doing is they're tricking you. And I've already experienced all this, so I know about it. But all these, like, you're like, oh man, they made 80%, they made 30%, they made 40%. They have 8, really nice results from the week. Man, that's, let me join it. How much is their group? $1,000 a year. Man, I'm going to join their group. And then you join, and then you realize that in their group, they're doing 15, 20 calls a day. And that's just the main guy. All his admins are doing 10, 15 charts a day, so they can get those results. It's literally wrecking people. Let me know if you've been in a group that posts a lot of charts. Put a 1 in the chat if you have. If you have been in a group that has posted a lot of charts, put a 1. Let me know. All right, moving on. So that was for Lil Caspa. That was XRP. Next one is going to be Toshi. let's do some Toshi. So Toshi, this is for Cliff. Ooh, I have not been looking at this looks pretty sexy. Another 4-hour time frame. We had this really nice pullback and then start coming up. Let's go to a lower time frame because we don't have a lot of price action to deal with. Like the size of these kind of bodies, then it kind of gets a little scary, a little kind of lower. Okay. We broke this level, awesome. We broke this level, amazing. We have this little zone right here that we're dealing with at the moment. Let's see here. Okay, so I'm looking for this kind of bodies to see if it matched up anywhere else, and kind of right here, but kind of stretching it. All right, let's go to a 15-minute, and all I'm trying to do is get more price action. Let me see if there's more price. Try Toshi, just regular. Okay, we do have, holy smokes. Okay, let's go to a 4-hour. All right, so we looked at it way back over here. So where's my plan A? My plan A was down. Why? Well, that's all we've been doing. Down. Set your alert right here. Do I have any, and normally it's like a 4-hour candle must close above this zone, blah, blah, blah. All right, so we were right here, and I'm thinking, plan A, let's come down, because we've been doing that. However, plan B is we go to the upside. Then here we looked at it again. Because it came up so much, I'm looking for it to pull back at least to here, minimum. Pulling back to here will be good too, because of this extension leg. Sure enough, we come down right to this area, but we don't go up. We go down some more before, and in order to go long now, I need to break this level. This level is very strong. I'm not sure if y'all can see that or not. This level is very strong. So we go up to the level, but we don't get it. So it comes down. We're not entering the trade. We do a higher low. We're still not entering the trade. It breaks this level. This is why I trade level by level. Let's see here. Yes, we will do OP. This is for Crypto Change Me. Appreciate you, man. All right. So then we would enter here. Here's where we would enter. It goes up, it pulls back to about here, which is fine. I'm expecting it, from this leg. Goes back a little bit further. Go into my golden pocket if I were to draw the favorite retracement tool. Then it breaks below the 618. Not looking good, because now I'm thinking it's gonna boop, roll over. What do I mean by that? Right here, boop, roll over. Joe, can you at least draw it so we can see what you're seeing? Sure. So from here to, let's go, I got the magnet tool on. From here to here, as we can see, exactly. So here we go. Came down, going to the 618, barely past the 618 though. I thought it was a little bit lower, but here I'm getting kind of nervous. I probably expected here for it to roll over, and nope, goes up. Lots of wicks though to the selling side, lots of wicks. And then what does it do? Well, it comes up. Okay. I'm still in the trade, and our stop loss is more than likely down here. Now, so what I do is I say in the moment what I would be trading. So if you like that, guys, put a 4 in the chat. If you like the fact that I'm telling you what I would have done in the moment, it doesn't even matter what I see. There's some times where I will say, yeah, I'm entering the trade right now. It looks great. It did X, Y, and Z. I'm entering the trade, and the coin does that. And then, okay, well, I would have gotten stopped out. Because what I'm doing is I'm not trying to trick you to join my group to learn how to trade. I show you right now. And I show you all the tips and tricks and everything right now. So sure enough, price did not roll over, because now I'm thinking it might roll over, because, for this, if it does roll over, this is what I'm looking for. And it doesn't. Comes up, starts doing this. Very nice. My stop loss is not hit. Would I have entered here? Probably not. I don't think I would have entered here, because I'm looking at this zone now. I'm looking at this zone, and I have bought a lot of courses, guys. If I were to tell you how much money I've spent on courses, you'd be like, Joe, that's why you have $14. Yeah. I spent a lot of money on courses. I spent a lot of money on education. Now, there's some people that have like different techniques, different ways that they do stuff, and they only show you in their paid stuff. And that's how they get rich. And so, of course, I pay for it so I can see what they're doing. It's like, oh, okay, well, I see what they're doing. They're just using a different term for something that's already been around. That's all they did. So here's one, dynamic money management. Ooh, sounds sexy, right? Dynamic money management. Man, join my group. We have a whole course on dynamic. What is it? All it is dollar cost averaging and scaling into the trade, mainly scaling into the trade. And that's what we do all the time when we enter our trades. You know, we enter here, pullback, we expect to, here we add here. If it does this, then we add here. This is dynamic money management. No need to pay for a course. No need to join my group to learn that. It's just scaling into a trade. I'm not here to bamboozle you, not here to trick you. I'm here to show you how to make money. And then once you start making money, if you want, join my group for all the updates. Or, hey, Joe, here's some, what do they call it? Buy a coffee. Here's some coffee money. Here's a little tip. Oh, cool, thanks. But the main thing is to teach you how to do all this. Then what is it? Because I'm not going to enter here because I'm seeing this at where it could do this, where it comes up and then it rolls over and then now, maybe go here for a little bit and then now let's go. Instead, takes off. Holy smokes. And let's just say my alert goes off. Let's say I have my alert here and I see it way up here. Am I going to enter? Heck no. Why? Do the fib retracement. Watch that video, guys. That video will shed a lot of light on how to trade. And it continues to go up and I'm going to FOMO? No. Because now there's a really good chance to where we might do this. And what I want to do is I want to buy down here. Are there moves that I'm going to miss? Yes, definitely. And I'm okay with that. So the way you know you're progressing as a trader, one, you are okay with missing out on trades because there's always another trade. Two, you don't FOMO. You don't jump into a trade without logic. There will be times where we will enter a trade as it's moving, but right now is not the time. So there's several rules there's several clues to show that this trader's been around for a while. For one, the questions they ask and everything else, and the statements they do. All right, looking at this, so let's go ahead and delete all this. 25 drawings, get out of here. Let's go to the daily time frame. Let us look at this. Let us right click, refresh chart, bring this down. So we had a really nice move, and let's go ahead and do some levels first. This is on the daily time frame. So this is a really nice strong level. We came up to here, we wicked it coming down, and we actually have a little zone. So I'm going to do the candle body to the candle body to create this zone. And now I'm going to go on a lower time frame, 4 hour. Ooh, beautiful. So, and not only that, but look at this, guys. Oh my gosh, man, this is so nice. This is why I love, and you don't need to join my group to learn this stuff. I'm showing you. Like, this is why I love the fib retracement tool. Boom. Oh, wait. Oh, yes. I thought my numbers were flipped. So here, I would like to see, after a nice run up, minimum 382. Minimum. On average, 0.5. And it started trying to find support here, and then it gave up. Then the golden pocket, 0.5, 618. Boom. There we go. Now it's coming out. I do like this a whole bunch. We also have bullish divergence. We have a low, lower low. We have a low and a higher low, much higher low. And the bullish divergence is currently playing out. Does that mean it's going to go 80%? No. Does that mean that it's going to potentially go up more? Possible. Or If it starts rolling over, then we know the divergence played out. Let's see here. Let me get some drink. Wow, this show has gone really fast. I love it. All right, so let's go to the 1 hour time frame. What I'm doing is I'm looking for more ups and downs. I'm looking for more pivots. I like it. I'm trying to look for reasons why I don't like it. We're going to do OP next for Crypto Change Me in just a moment. I'm looking for reasons why not to like it. And I don't find any reasons right now. We could see a pullback. And magnitude is on. Let's go from the absolute low to current high. Again, this could go up, so these numbers could change, but it would put it right to the 0.5, right where I'm looking at right here. So let me go ahead and take this off. What I would like to see is a pullback to right here, 0.5. Come up. Lower high would be okay. Matter of fact, underneath this zone where the candle bodies stop. So whenever I'm doing my path tool, none of this is just, this looks cool here, or maybe I can do it like this. No, these are very strategic placements. Here, in my opinion, this is a safe entry. Even though I think we're going to get a pullback, I think it's a safe entry. We broke this level, we broke out of this zone, and we're breaking out of the golden pocket. So for me, this is good. We could continue up. I don't know what the market cap is on this, but I'm assuming low. We could continue going up before we do our pullback, but just in case it goes up a whole bunch, we're at least in it. If we do get the pullback, well, then I'm looking for it to pull back here. What's the percentage? 3%, 2%, 4%, nothing. So this is good. And then what I would do is, if this is the pivot, then I would add to my entry once we break this pivot. You know, this 4% is nothing. Like, if this was 12% or 14% of it pulling back, then I would add down here to lower my average entry cost. But since I'm going to do it here, what I'm actually doing is I'm adding to the thought process of the bullishness. It came down, created a pivot, and now it's breaking out of that newly created pivot, which is resistance, and it continues to show strength. So I do like that. If we come all the way down, the lowest I would like to see it come down to, and I'm looking at this right here, is this. And we'll do a bounce, is this. So if we do something like this, where we come down, we come up, we come down, we do this number, then here we could add. And these are all white. These are all safer entries. So I do like this. So for this one, we will be entering this trade. And blue, let's do this. Let's come over here. Let's go YouTube. Hopefully I'll be getting some help with my stuff pretty soon. But September 20th, and the time is 5 p.m. Eastern Standard. Okay. And then let's see here. This, let's do about 15%. Because again, I don't know the market cap. I keep on saying that. Let's come over here. Let's see what the market cap is. So for me, market cap is really important. Yeah, so this could actually pull back 25%. But we're not going to go too crazy. And I'm pretty sure it's just a meme coin. Memes, cat themed. It's a cat theme. Let's go and let me see. Toshi now on Coinbase. Cool little cat. Okay. A bunch of exchanges. Okay. Some features on those. Okay. Got it. Oh, it's got merch too. Okay. I like when they do this because it makes it real. Same thing with, I'm forgetting the name. Pingu. So this is cool. They have their own little things. Okay. What is Toshi? Meme coin. Okay. Got it. Anything else? I don't think anything else. Okay, so pretty cool. All right, moving on. Let's see here. So we would do a lower entry. I'm thinking lower entry or because it's a meme coin and it can just dump. I'm not going to do a lower entry. This would be our entry. Let's do our stop loss. So this would be our stop loss. Let's make it look official. Stop loss. Okay. Got it. And then now we need to do our target. So we need, oh man, it's going to be too tight. Let's see here. Target. I'm sure we beat that. We'll just do 30%. We'll do it up here. Now I could do another fib, but it just, we're going to put it underneath the fib anyway. So because it's such a low mark cap, we'll do our first one at 35. Yeah, we'll do it like that. See here, target, copy. And then check on this one in a day or two, or a couple of days, so we can know if we got stopped out or if it hit. So I do like it. And let's do, so this is pretty, in my opinion, this is self-explanatory. So let's do this up here. Where we enter now. If it pulls back and it does this, then we can enter once it breaks a pivot and newly created high. If it pulls back and it does this number, well, then we add to our entry. Our stop loss is here, target is here. We have a 2-to-1 risk to reward. I'm liking it. It's looking strong in my opinion. Could we reverse? Sure. Market cap is extremely important because this could go up really fast. It could also go down really fast. So that's my thought process on that. Let's bring back up the chat. And no one's chatting. I must have put everybody to sleep. So that will be there. Let's go here to YouTube. The last one we're going to do is OP. And this one for crypto changed me, my buddy. Let's go OP. And this is, let's go to a daily. Let's kind of zoom out a little bit. Ooh, nice. So we looked at this one some time ago. We were over here. And I'm thinking at this point that we are going to come down. I don't know. Again, I don't know what's going to happen. But I'm thinking at this point, the only reason I'm thinking we're going to come down is because, one, we're in this zone or approaching the zone. Two, we already went up. There's two rules for coins. One, price is going to go up. And if it does, it's going to come down. Two, price is going to go down until it stops and it goes up, unless it's a rug pull. So it's just a matter of when it finds its support and resistance. Same thing here. It went up. Could it have gone higher? Sure. The likelihood is possibly coming down. Sure enough, came down a little bit lower than I thought. I thought we were going to come over here above the 0.5. It actually went into the golden pocket. This is why I love my fib retracements. Then it went up. And the whole thought process on this, we're going to make higher highs, higher lows, high, higher high, low, higher low. Then we're kind of slowing down now. Now, because we're slowing down, this resistance is getting really strong, really strong. So now it looks like it wants to potentially roll over. However, it needs to break. Oh, we're on the daily. Let's go 4 hour. Now, to me, it looks like it wants to roll over. Now, there's two things I'm really looking at. One is I'm looking for the break of this low. Let's do this in white. If it breaks this low, let's go back to a higher time frame so it's easy to see. If it breaks this low, then I'm looking for the price action to potentially, if it breaks this, I'm looking for it to potentially come after this, to maybe come after this. And then that will be enough for it to potentially bounce up, in my opinion. Again, I don't know. Let's see here. Maybe come for this too. And then start going up, potentially. Now, in order for it to go up, for my thought process for up, so right now, it's kind of like limbo. It's kind of like right in the middle, like, I'm not sure. You know, it was looking strong. It was looking really strong. And then now the gas is kind of going away. It's kind of like running on fumes right now. We'll see. Let's go 4-hour time frame. Went up. Very nice pullback. Went up. Nice. Down. So for this one, and I'm really thinking hard on this one, needs to break this level. And the 4-hour candle needs to close above 0.8319 in order for me to be bullish. Could you enter right now to be bullish? Sure, of course. But for my risk tolerance, I need the 4-hour candle to close above 0.8319. Because I think what could happen, I don't know. Oh man, I want to say it's going to roll over right here, but maybe I don't think it's going to come up here and then break this level. I think instead from here, even though it's green, I think we're going to do this. And then if you wanted to, you could do a short, which could be just like a scalp, and then it may lead into this. But for a long, I need this. But right now it's right in the middle. Not looking strong. In my opinion, I would lean more towards the short side versus the long, unless/until the 4-hour candle closes above this level we mentioned already. I like it though. I mean, it was looking strong, looking really strong. I like it. Let's see here. Low Castle says, I would enter now. For this one, I wouldn't. It's too risky for me. But again, this all depends on your risk too. Like, let's just see. Let's go and see this. So 12% for a stop loss if you were to enter. And let's go daily. Very nice area up here for our target, which would be about a 2-to-1. About here. Yeah. Ooh, 3-to-1. So our first one could be down here, right where our alert is set. So our first target, if you entered now, your first target would be 0.9938. Your second target would be kind of in the middle of this zone right here. So right around 1.1150. Those will be your two targets. If you did not get those targets, then definitely just rewind this. But your second target would be 1.1150. And this one you could do a 1x or a regular spot or a 2x leverage. Just be very careful with the leverage though. Be very careful. Okay. Lil Caspa says, I see it pump 8-10%. Where are you getting this from? Is it like AI? Like how you doing that, Lil Caspa? It has to be AI. Because you're giving like very specific stuff. It has to be AI. especially with you just learning, because I never did that. I never, oh, it's going to go up to here or it's going to come down here. I never did that. Like, I didn't do that until I started getting more comfortable in thousands and thousands of hours put into charging, like literally thousands. But how are you doing it? Is it AI? I'm pretty sure it's AI. It has to be. Like, no joke or nothing, but it has to be AI. In my opinion. I don't know. But for me, so let's see here. So let's go and put this, and then put this right here. And then let's check on it next couple of days. Check on it. For me, I just have to be safer because we're right underneath resistance. So that's one reason I would not enter, is because we're right under resistance. And then put the date too. Okay. Let's see here. Going in the list. Crypto Change Me says, low Casper, before you open a trade, you should always be aware of what Bitcoin and Bitcoin dominance and USDT are doing. Yeah. And that's the thing too, man. I hate it. Man, that's a great point. Crypto coin mindset. Crypto Change Me. That is a great point, because I absolutely hate it. And I express this a lot in the group, where it's like, guys, like these coins, they look great right now. Like they're doing X, Y, and Z. They look absolutely beautiful to enter. Very nice retracement. However, Bitcoin is right at resistance, and it looks like Bitcoin's going to roll over. If Bitcoin rolls over, no matter how great the setup is, there's a really strong chance that your coin is going to come down. And it doesn't even matter. Bullish divergence, breaking out of an inverse head and shoulders, the RSI is at 32. You have a signal cross on the MACD signal lines. It doesn't matter. If Bitcoin comes down, there's a very high possibility that the Bitcoin price action is going to pull back your coins. Very strong. Let's see here. Locasmo says, it's hard to explain, but it's all me. So here's the thing too. If it's hard to explain, I don't like that. Matter of fact, who was it? It was Darren Does Things. I'm asking him to explain something, and he's like, well, it's kind of complicated, you know. So whenever it's complicated, there's like a lot of rules, in my opinion, that come into play. And because you have so many rules, you're going to be right. Like if you just have a solid base foundation of, you know, if this happens, do this. If this happens, do this. But if you have like 50 rules and everything else, well, it didn't do these, but it did these, so I'm still right. You know what I mean? I take it as a compliment. No, it's a compliment, but also like a warning. Be careful, man. Like, I don't want to see you get wrecked. And the worst thing that could happen is your predictions come true. And then you start getting super confident, and then you put in more money than you should. Believe me, man, I've been there. A lot of people have. So just be careful. That's all I'm asking. Just be careful. All right. Let's see here. I think that's it, guys. I do thank you very much. Hopefully you already smashed the like. Share this out, guys. Share this out. I know it's a lot to ask, but share it out. I'm trying to make people money. I really want people to not get bamboozled by all these other mentors that are out there that are literally getting rich off of you. Like, they really are. They're getting rich off of you. And here, I want to get rich with you. So let's do it. All right, guys, that's all I got. I do thank you very much. Remember, we do this every single day, Monday through Friday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Saturday and Sunday at 4. So tune in tomorrow, 4 p.m., and we'll go over all this again. We'll give you the thought process on how I do what I do. I do thank you, and we'll see you on the next one. As always, let's make this money. Take care.